Students coming to Indiana colleges and universities are facing extra challenges this semester with the coronavirus. Dozens of students all over the world are staying home, either deferring their enrollment or starting online. Wish TV's Dan Klein joining us now with more on their difficult decisions. Dan.
Yeah, it's not easy. Imagine flying halfway across the world to a place you've never been as an 18-year-old to further your education. For others who felt forced to leave campus in just a matter of hours this spring, uncertainty about the virus is keeping them from coming back.
I wanted a really American experience.
I really wanted that more like nature side of it.
Namrita Mahesh, Indian national, raised in Kuwait, came to America for the first time to go to college at Indiana University. Her senior year is going to start in yet another country, Canada.
All I am a little sad for sure. Like online classes is not the same as physical. I just wanted to be with family, and I wanted to be with my sister.
She caught a flight to British Columbia in March within hours of finding out the campus was closing because of the coronavirus. And although she loves hiking, with no transportation and no relatives in the U.S., she's worried about a repeat experience. So if online classes are possible,
if they're giving us that option and I don't feel safe coming back, then I'm going to do that.
We thought it would be safer for me just to stay home.
Arisa Mayama is doing her online classes at her home in Brazil. Because her country is a hotspot, she would have to quarantine for 2 weeks in another country before being allowed in the U.S.
I've never gone to Mexico. I don't know anyone there, literally in the middle of a pandemic.
Busy, I think would perhaps under-describe what it's been like.
John Wilkerson, Director of International Admissions at IU, says this is a semester unlike any other. There's usually about 6,000 international students on campus. Between travel restrictions, closed consulates, changing immigration guidelines, all advice has to be individualized.
That element of personal care has been increasingly important, I think, really since March.
He says most of IU's returning students have come back, but about 150 stayed home, mostly freshmen.
Always we want students to share with us their first choice. If the pandemic were not happening, what would you like to do? And then we start the conversation from there.
For Namrita and Arisa, that choice is Bloomington. They hope this spring, but they know there's a long ways to go.
I'm with my sister, so she's my pillar of strength.
I really want to go back during spring, but I'm not confident that I will actually be able to.
Most of my memories are still in Bloomington, so I will definitely try to come back in spring. But
about 10% of the international freshman class has also deferred to spring, so there are a lot of students spread around the globe waiting to see what happens with the pandemic. Meanwhile, online studying doesn't bring any break on tuition. They're paying full price, although some of the fees like mandatory health insurance are waived. Reporting in the studio, Dan Klein, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook.
Dan, thank you very much.